So the G-1 Climax 31 has come to a close at last. We started off with the Young Lions against the Suzuki Gun Juniors. Once again, Boston Crab win for the veterans. Don't really need to go into that. Then we had Jeff Cobb and the Great O'Connor against Toriano and Yuji Nagata. Pretty good match. Ends with Yano low blowing O'Con and rolling him up in about 8.5 minutes. It's what you expect. We then get a six-man tag between House of Torture and Chaos, and it's the usual House of Torture dog shit. With the win going to the House of Torture, consisting of Evil, Yujiro, and Sho. And it looks like they're going to be challenging for the never openweight six-man tag titles down the line. This could be a factor in getting those belts off Goto, Yoshi, and Ishii. Because we all know, with Dick Togo in the corner of the House of Torture, they're going to do every dirty trick in the book down the line. When this happens, I don't effing know. Then we get an 8-man tag, consisting of Tanahashi, Great Bash Heel, Makabe and Honma, and Tiger Mask against Chase Owens, Kenta, and the Gorillas of Destiny. This was pretty good from what I could catch. Went pretty well back and forth, but it ends with Chase getting the package pile driver on Honma in about 10 or so minutes. But then we have a little interesting dynamic. Kenta was beating up Tanahashi, and then he took the IWGP US Heavyweight title belt and demanded a shot. Chase got in his face saying, "No, I have the first shot." And then Kenta said, "I don't care." So Chase said, "Look, you'll get the first shot, but then I get the next one. Deal?" They too low sweet on it. But then Kenton takes off with the IWGP US Heavyweight title in hand. I say this match happens at Power Struggle, and then at some point down the line, maybe Wrestle Kingdom, I don't know, Chase will get his crack. Crack at it. And then we get something I didn't expect. A grappling exhibition between Zack Sabre Jr. and Katsuyori Shibata, a man who hasn't been in the ring in 4.5 years. Everyone remembers what happened the last time he was in the ring to wrestle. Thankfully, this was just a grappling clinic, and it went the whole 5 minutes. Then Shibata announced that one day soon, he's coming back to the ring. This has got me both excited and, at the same time, worried. Because we all know what took Shibata out. A hematoma that nearly killed him back in 2017. Is Shibata really that willing to risk his health? I don't know. But that said, Katsu, please be careful. Please. We don't want you to end up dead. Next up was another 8-man tag. This one pitted Los Ingobernables de Japón against the team of Tenkozi, Ryusuke Taguchi, and Master Wado, who most of these guys, aside from Kojima, we haven't seen on the home team side, we haven't seen in the tournament at all. Well, we've seen Wado facing the Young Lions, but that's about it. It was what it was. It ends with Tenzan planning to go up top. He can't. He gets hit with a Death Valley driver. Gets two from Shingo, and then he gets leveled with the pumping bomber for the win. Then we get the grand final of the tournament. Kota Ibushi, winner of the A block, versus Kazuchika Okada, the winner of the B block. This went 25.5 minutes, but there was a reason for it. This was going well, back and forth. They were hitting each other with their best moves, but then the finish. And this is not a finish I wanted. Sure, I did not want Kota Ibushi to win 3 G1s in a row, but I didn't want him to lose like this. Okay, here's what happens. Okada's on the canvas. He decides to go for a move he hasn't used much at all since coming back, the Phoenix Splash. Goes up top, misses it, and lands awkwardly on his arm and shoulder that basically either dislocates it or breaks it, or dislocated his shoulder or broke his arm or wrist. He was in so much pain that Red Shoes had to stop the match. And you could tell just by the look on his face, Okada did not want to win this way. And I don't blame Okada for not wanting to win this way. Would you? But nevertheless, in front of around almost 4,000 people, Okada wins G1 31. Now he's got, and fortunately for him, he's only got one briefcase defense. Tamatonga waiting in the wings. That's going to go down November the 6th at Power Struggle. And we know the six-man title match is going to happen during the road to Power Struggle. Well, during one of the Korakuen events. Just by the way Chris Charlton was giving us a tell. But that said, with his talking, but that said, you gotta wonder who would have won if Ibushi had hit that move cleanly. Maybe the outcome would have been different. Maybe the match would have gone a little longer. I don't know. I mean, we're never going to know. But nevertheless, Okada's now won his third G1 tournament and his first in 7 years. Now he's got his path back into the IWGP World Heavyweight title hunt. But again, I'm not happy with the way it came about. No one should be. So my thoughts on the G1 31 and all. Definitely not the worst since I've been tracking these. Hello, Darwin Pierre Lewis. But anyway, it has been a grueling month with this tournament. I am sad it's over, and I'm sad it's over in the way it is. Now we've got a long way to go, but we don't have that long to wait. Up next, the Power Struggle Tour, which concludes in Osaka on November the 6th, and then the combination of the World Tag League and the Best of the Super Juniors 28 coming down the pipe. And from there, Wrestle Kingdom 16. This is going to be an arduous trek between now and January 4th, 5th, and 8th. Who's going to the Dome? Who's going to be getting matches in the Tokyo Dome and who's going to get them in Yokohama? I don't know. But I do have a theory as to what could pan out. That theory being that regardless of who of Okada Shingo, after the Tag League and Super Juniors tournaments wrap up, Will Ospreay is going to return and then demand that on January 8th, Yokohama, he faces whoever wins between Shingo and Okada, or it could be Shingo and Tamatonga, the winner of that match, and then we will determine who is the undisputed IWGP World Heavyweight Champion. But keep in mind, Shingo's got his own obstacle to deal with between now and Wrestle Kingdom. That obstacle, power struggle, Zack Sabre Jr. Since Ibushi's now on the shelf, Shingo doesn't have to worry about owing him a title shot. But he still has to give one to Zack between now and Power Struggle, and it's happening at Power Struggle. Anyway, that's all I've got. I thank you. I thank anyone who watched my my recap videos. Throughout this past month and a half, and throughout this past month. For sticking with me. Leave a comment, smash the like button, sub to my channel. Mets2128 signing out. Goodbye and good night. Bang.